choice here, because we're thinking this morning about our hearts, as in the openness of heart. So 2 choices for open heart position is supported Matsyendrasana fish, which is the one with the 2 bricks. So this brick goes on the floor, obviously, but it's somewhere round about, ladies, your bra strap, men where a lady's bra strap is. So on your bra strap area, roughly there. And your head, you can either put it on another brick if you feel more comfortable. Have the brick on the low, don't put it on the high, you haven't opened up your chest enough. You may need that other brick. You'll still get a sense of opening because your shoulders will drop out onto the, well, not onto the floor, but your arms will drop onto the floor at the side. Legs here can be in various positions, wherever feels comfortable for your lower back this morning. So either feet, knees bent, feet on the floor is quite comfortable. I find Supta Baddha Konasana very comfortable here. So feet together, legs dropping out. Or you might actually find putting your legs out ahead of you, stretched out, might actually feel comfortable. If you start to get into this and think, whoa, this isn't for me this morning, or you want just a different choice, then take the bricks away. And that's why I had the cushion in the blood, because the bricks can be a bit hard on your back if it hasn't been opened up, first of all. So coming back to positions, you can come back down onto your back on the floor, which is a bit more comfortable. But to get to that open heart feeling, if you bring your feet together in Supta Baddha Konasana, as I said, you might want to put the bricks under your legs then to hold them, and then take your arms out into goalpost arms, so cactus arms, out to the side from your shoulders to the elbow, and then up from your elbow to your hands in that goalpost shape. Again, that might be quite strong. So if you find all of that too strong in your shoulders this morning, bring your hands in and just pop them across your heart and feel your heart area. Oh, I can feel my voice this morning in there. Okay, so one of those positions just to start, and we're going to be here for three or 4 minutes. So I'm not doing a breath practice, but I am just asking you to slow your breath down, become aware of your breath, control your breath, and try and take it long and slow and smoothly. Inhale, exhale, same sort of length, Samavriti breath, so the same length of inhale and exhale. Just trying to use the breath to relax a little bit more into this position, which should open up your shoulders for you, whatever position you've chosen. It's your shoulders that close off around the heart. If you think of yourself sitting in a chair and where your shoulders round forward, the heart's almost shielded then, it's enclosed almost. So we're thinking of opening across the shoulders, across the collarbones, and a part of us that sometimes is a little bit stiff without having warmed up. So just be aware of that. If you feel uncomfortable or it's too strong for you, move around until you feel you find some comfort. But while you're here, try and focus on your heart area, whichever one you've chosen. Focus on that area of your heart chakra, Anahata chakra. And particularly I'm thinking here of the Atman. I don't know if you remember the little story about the Atman in the cave. So the Atman is our soul, our consciousness, various other ways of describing it, but it's our essence of self, knowing that we are us. So it's said sometimes to reside in a little heart, a cave beside your heart. So thinking of your pure spirit is another way of putting the Atman, that awareness of self, the consciousness that we have. And it's a little light shining in there. So focusing on that light as you breathe, in the light moving from you perhaps, or staying within you around your heart. So this class came from one that we did, Be a Lighthouse in Someone's Storm. Which is why I've renamed it as YogaTo Help Others, because we know we do come here, part of our motto is yoga for others. This week we've just donated another £300 from this series to prostate cancer, as I said. We've already donated since 2021 well over £20,000 now. So from our little classes, we've done all this to help others. But the other point in yoga is that one of the teachings is that first we must look after ourselves before we can look after others. So we're doing a little bit of both here. I'm just going to go down for a minute or two into this position. I haven't had the chance. So I quite like taking the brick away from my head. If you're feeling a bit more open now, you might want to try that. Depends how your body's feeling this morning. We haven't done anything. You've probably just got out of bed. So the back might be a bit stiff. But if you can take any support away from your head and slowly allow your head to rest on the floor, with a nice long neck, you'll feel an opening through your throat, through your Vishuddha chakra, your throat chakra, and all the energy rushing up towards the top of your head, through your third eye, towards your crown. Going back to the heart. So the heart is very relatable to, it's a physical organ, obviously, but that area of our body is very related to love, obviously, to bringing light into the world. And when the heart is feeling dark, that's when people are often anxious, depressed, all the problems in the world come about when the heart feels dark, also the head, but more the heart. If your soul feels dark, if you feel unloved or whatever, it's a lot of problems come from that area, and it's not just the physical organ that's causing it. So think now of that light. Really focus on a light in your chest cavity. Maybe you're taking the light in from outside. Maybe you need to take the light in, but maybe you can turn it around and think of giving that light out. So to do that, think of somebody that you love, or a place that you really love, or an animal that you really love, anything that the word love conjures up, and then feel that light moving towards that thought. It needs to be activated, that light. It's like a lighthouse. It's dark at certain points and then it shows. It has to be activated. It has to be switched on sometimes, but it's always there. And this idea of us helping others actually makes the light grow brighter, I feel, when you do help other people. Makes you feel good, and that reciprocal love feeling or feeling of that type of emotion comes into you. So instead of the breath practice, that was just a little bit of a different start for us this morning, but we're going to take that idea of moving and opening that heart and feeling that light there onwards in the class if we can. So slowly we're going to come out of this one now. Take it easy. With the half-hour classes, we can't stay too long in these positions, but take it easy. Use your elbows and your arms to get yourself out. Take it slowly. Maybe come onto your side first. If you're in Supta Konasana, same thing. You've had your head down for a while, so come up slowly. Maybe you need a full body stretch before you come up. Too late now, she says, but maybe you need to just go flat on your back and stretch out. And when you're ready, come up slowly and find yourself. You'll need your bricks handy all through practice, so have them nearby still. And come into all fours. And then just while we're settling, sit back into child's pose, hips onto heels. Bring your head down. You might need to bring your brick in here or just use your folded arms to just gently pop your head onto something to hold it. So don't, if you can reach the floor straight away with your head, if you're feeling quite mobile this morning, that's fine. If you can't, just pop your head on something to rest. Take 2 or 3 breaths there. And just focus again on that light. It's now covered over in a way. It's facing the mat. So it might not feel quite so bright. But Just focus on that area, and then we're going to begin to move from there. So after the third or so breath, bring yourself up to all fours. And focusing on that heart area, we're going to do some cat-cow. So take yourself into cat-cow at your own pace. Remember, it's from the tail we're moving. Cow's the first movement, so that's shining the heart forward. And then cat, we're taking the back up and raising that area of light and drawing it inwards. So thinking of giving light out and taking light in here, maybe as you move your heart. If you're not really receptive to all my ideas here, just enjoy moving in cat-cow. There's too much of the philosophical this morning for you. You don't need to listen to me, just enjoy the movements and the asanas. Okay, so then take that movement into dynamic. So slowly taking the hips back and drawing yourself forward and drawing your heart forward and moving it up into cow. So you're going into a kind of elongated cat as you roll back and take your hips back, and then rolling forward through and bringing yourself up into cow. And on the third one, we're going to stop in cow and hold it. Go forwards and hold. And at the same time, just remember what you're doing with your tummy. So the tummy is not doming out, it is still drawing in, although your bottom's sticking up a little bit. But then move the heart. If you can, just draw through your hands, move your heart and your chest just a little tiny bit forward so that the heart shines further forward again. Close your eyes if you haven't and just breathe. So putting a little bit of effort into this pose here to hold this position, to draw the heart forward, to draw the shoulders back just a little bit more. And then coming back into hips on your heels. Grab your brick now. Everybody, I would suggest, you might not want it though, you might not need it. Pop your head on it. Bring your arms out in front of you, so stretched out, palms connected to the floor. And then walk your knees back just slightly and come up into puppy. So you might have to adjust here slightly. So your hips are now over your knees. You've got that angle behind you. Now, you might not feel comfort here with the brick. You might want to take your hands and just fold them again under your head. The difference here is you've got your hips up and not down in child's pose. So take puppy in whatever version and take 2 or 3 breaths. We're not staying, so once you've found a little bit of comfort here, then just take 2 or 3 breaths in puppy pose. And find that light again as we now begin to move up the way. So from puppy pose, we're walking the hands back in, we're tucking the toes, and we're taking ourselves up towards down dog, but you don't need to go fully up. Don't straighten the legs too quickly. So take the knees up a little bit and then just slowly come back down. You can come all the way to the floor if you want another little rest there, or you can just do this as a bit of strength training and just roll the hips up and down. So you're rolling down, knees towards the floor where you came from, rolling back up towards down dog. Your feet are rolling through as well at the same time, so there's a nice opening there. Just take a few more of those, keep the tummy engaged. If you want to stop, you can either stop at the bottom or stop at the top. Quite strong in the wrists, this, so find that triangle feeling in the palm of the wrist and give a good push through that rather than your fingers. And then come up towards down dog for the last one. And just walk the dog a few times there, just stretching through the calves and the back of the legs. So taking one leg and the other, bending the knee. And then walk the feet towards your hands. Come into a really soft forward fold. So the hands and the feet should be side by side really in this position, which might be a bit strong this morning. So maybe just the hands right in front of the feet is comfortable enough for you. And then pop your hands onto your shins or your thighs you might want to. We're coming out and unfolding into half fold. So we're coming into that hang the man shape. So the hips move back, very opening in the back of the legs. Don't push through the knees. And then coming back into that soft forward fold. So same thing, just 2 or 3 of those, opening up the back of the legs, finding that long front and back body, curling down and rolling the heart down. And we're going to want our bricks handy here. So I've got one, I've got the other. Other brick. So find yourself in the forward fold, soft forward fold. Your legs might have opened a little bit more now. Bring your bricks in, pop them under your hands, on tall I would suggest here, and then walk them forward so that you've got a body length there. We're going to do cat-cow in this position. So you should be in a neutral spine here. Your elbows might need to be a little bit bent to do that, depending on the length of your arms. And then you're going to think of breathing in that long spine through from crown to tailbone. As you exhale, you're going to tip from the tailbone and lift your heart up through the back of your body and roll your head down to look towards your legs. And then in, you're going the other way into cow. So your tailbone's going up first, and then you're rolling through and drawing the heart through again between the arms, heart facing forwards. Back into cat in your exhale. You can soften your knees here if you want to. Really just thinking of moving the heart. Doesn't matter too much what the rest of your body is doing. Just make it feel flowy and comfortable. And on the third one, we're going to hold again in that heart forward position in cow. Just rolling through the spine, enjoying that movement through the vertebrae there and opening up any crunches like I've got. Come into cow the last time and just hold there. So then you're taking your hips back. If they've moved forward, make sure they're over your ankles. And then tucking the tummy up. But then rolling through the shoulders so that the heart moves a little bit forward between the arms. You might want to walk the bricks back a little bit if you feel that you've overstretched yourself here. Just getting that feeling of the cow shape of your back, your spine, but also that movement of the heart forward through the arms. And then rolling back to neutral. Have a little shake out if you need to there. Pop the bricks out of the way, come back into a soft forward fold and roll up slowly. So taking that roll up really easily up to the top. And then maybe taking the hands with you, or if not, you can just roll yourself into a little forward back bend, drawing the heart forward and looking up towards that corner. Take the arms if you want to, or just keep the arms by your side. Rolling back down, so taking it slowly, rolling back down into your soft forward fold. Maybe your knees are opening up a little bit more now, your legs are opening up in the back of your legs. Rolling back up, hands above the head, maybe hands come into Anjali Mudra, heart moves forward. Going to hold the last one here, so be prepared. We're going to roll down. Take it very easy, very slowly. Keep your eyes open doing this. Should have said that at the beginning, but you want to be aware of your surroundings so you get a bit dizzy here. At the top, the third one, we're holding. I've popped my hands into Anjali Mudra so that I'm really pushing up towards that ceiling and rolling the heart forward. Your feet should feel nice and light here as you take 2 or 3 breaths and open the heart and move that light outwards. And then sweep the arms down gently by your side and have a little shake out there. Okay, so front of mat now. Just checking we didn't need our bricks again. I think we're okay at the moment. Okay, front of mat. And we're going to do a little bit of a flow thing here. It's basically into high lunge, goddess, and then change it round again. So quite an easy, quick flow, but do it on the breath if we can. So inhale, arms up above the head. Roll into that little back bend if you can. Exhale, take the hands into Anjali Mudra, bring them down where your heart, step back with the right foot and come into high lunge. So you're on the ball of the back foot, your front knee is bent. Still breathing. So when you find your next breath, we're just going to inhale, draw the hands up and roll into that back bend again and move the heart forward. And then rolling back down. I'm facing the wrong way, so now we're dropping that back foot and we're rotating it and we're coming round to the side of the mat to face and come into goddess. So I'm facing the wrong way now, but I'll come back in. Okay, so we're in goddess. And then we're taking the hands out into goalpost and just taking a couple of breaths here in goddess. But thinking of the heart, so draw your shoulder blades together so that the heart moves forward and draw your tummy in so the heart almost feels ahead of the rest of your body. And then we're going to rotate towards the, the right foot, so the left foot now comes to the back. Hands to heart centre. Inhale in the opposite side, this is of high lunge. Roll the heart open into crescent lunge. And roll the heart back down. And then step forward. Should be at the other end of the mat, I think. Okay, let's take that the other way there. Inhale, take the arms up above the head. Find that forward movement of the heart there in the back bend. Draw the hands down through heart centre as you step back with your left foot this time. High lunge. Inhale, take the hands up above the head and roll forward into your crescent lunge. Hands come back down through heart centre as we rotate and we're back into goddess. And then take the arms out, take 2 or 3 breaths here in goddess. Think of the position of yourself. Shoulders should be over hips. Feet should be out the way. Heart should be moving forward. You should be breathing nice and slowly. And then bring the hands back into Anjali Mudra at heart centre. Rotate onto your left foot at the front, right foot at the back this time. Inhale, take the arms up and find your crescent lunge again. Exhale, take the hands down. Step forward and rest. Okay. So shall we do that one more time quickly? We've got time. Have we got time yet? Okay, let's do that one on the breath this time. We know what we're doing. I'll start at the other end of the mat this time. Okay, so inhale, arms up above the head. Exhale, and hands come down through Anjali Mudra. Sorry, let's do that one once more, and this time find our back bend. Inhale, roll the heart forward. Find the hands above the head in Anjali Mudra. Draw them down through, step back with the right foot and come into high lunge. Inhale, we're coming into your crescent lunge. Rolling the heart forward, shining that light forward again. Exhale, comes down, hands come to heart centre. Rotate the back foot, come into your goddess legs. Inhale, take the arms out. Exhale, take the arms in. Inhale, take the arms out. Let's add it up a little bit. Change a little bit. Inhale, take the arms in. One more. Out into, can't get the word, goalpost this morning. And then rotate to the other foot, so your high lunge in the other direction. Inhale, take the arms up into crescent lunge. Exhale, take the hands down. Step forward to the front of the mat. We begin again when you're ready. Inhale, arms above the head. Let's do this twice again. Exhale, bring them down through heart centre. Inhale, take the arms above the head. Find that forward heart and back bend. Exhale, bring the arms down through heart centre. Step back with the left foot this time. Inhale, take the arms up above the head. Exhale, draw the hands back to heart centre. Rotate the feet, come into goddess. This time, take the arms out into the cactus arms, and then pop the hands behind the head and move the heart forward and the elbows back and breathe. 2 or 3 breaths here. Come out of it, obviously. Please don't push your head forward there, it hurts your neck. Okay, so then hands back to heart centre. Rotate onto the other foot for your high lunge. Inhale, take the arms up above the head. Exhale, take the hands down to heart centre. Heart and hands connect, feet step forward, we're back to the beginning. And then we're going to take a roll down when you're ready and come down to the floor for one of our final poses. So when you're ready, soften the knees, roll back down gently, keep the eyes open, come down, hands to the floor, and take your right foot back and come down to low lunge. Oops. Low lunge, we're going to inhale when you're ready, hopefully you're all there. Inhale, take the hands up above the head, roll the heart forward, and exhale. And then we're going to move into gate pose. So hands come to the floor, take the knees back, sweep the right leg off the mat, so it twists round on your knee, and then you're on your right hand, and then you're taking your left hand up and your left leg out. So here there's a choice. You can just take the leg out and keep your hand on your waist, pop the leg wherever you're comfortable. Find this gate shape here. If you want to do the full pose, take your hand up, or you can pop your hand behind your head and just think of moving that heart forward. But it's not really a back bend, this one, it's just opening the front of your body. So do not push your hips forward here. You should be in a nice line. And then take hand down. Let's open that in Robin Hood a couple of times. So inhale up, open, exhale, roll it back down. Inhale up, open, exhale, roll it back down. Take the hands to the floor, rock back, bring the opposite foot forward, so your right one I think it is, come into low lunge. Inhale, take the arms up above the head, find the Anjali Mudra, exhale, bring the arms down. Let's take one more of those. Inhale, take the arms up above the head. Exhale, the arms down through Anjali Mudra to heart centre. Hands come to the floor. Step the front foot back, come into tabletop. Oh, yeah. Sweep the left foot off. I'm going to go backwards here to you now. The left hand is your stability here. You can go straight into it if you want to, or you can use your Robin Hood to open up the first time and come into it. And then take 2 or 3 Robin Hood arms to just draw up through across the body and then open up into gate. So the back foot, I have pointed my toe there. It can be on the floor, so it's a little bit more stable that way. Depends what you want to do this morning, how you want to stretch out here. But the stability is in the left knee and the left arm here. They should feel connected, wrist, elbow, shoulder, knee, hip. Okay, come back down, bring the hand to the floor, rotate yourself back into tabletop, and bring yourself down to the floor onto your tummies, and come into Sphinx. So elbows on the floor, hands in front of you, legs behind you, already in a bit of a back bend in this position. Pelvis should feel nicely connected to the floor. Glutes should feel a little bit switched on. Tummy should feel lifted. And then from there, think of rolling the body forward and rolling your heart open and really shining that light out of you. Now close your eyes. Think about drawing backwards through the hands and the elbows, drawing backwards so that your heart moves forward. You really open up that light to shine to everybody. And breathe. And then to finish, we're just going to come back up and sink our hips back and come into wide leg child's pose to finish today. As opposed to, we don't have time for Shavasana today, so into wide leg child's pose. Big toes together, knees out, hands under the head if that's more comfortable. Maybe you want to bring a cushion or a block in, just for a couple of breaths here. Taking the light back inwards a little bit. So the light is drawing back in. If a light burns too strong for too long, then it will run out of energy. So sometimes we need to close that light off that was shining at everybody else. And just take a moment to draw it back in. And maybe even open it slightly to gather in some energy from out there towards us. Because we can't run on full pelt, we can't give to others all the time. We need to take some time for ourselves or we will burn out and we're no use to anybody then. So remember, Mont Blanc Yoga, our yoga to help others. Donating all that money over the years, shining a light for many people facing stormy times. We were the lighthouses in a way. We gave it to other people who do the jobs for us. We just help by funding, but it's a part of the light that shines on these people that need it. So just quietly dim that light now, using your breath, conserving it for when you need it to shine again on others. Take a couple of breaths just to draw inwards, just to finish class. Either choose to stay here if you're really enjoying it, or go into Shavasana, or come with me to finish class now. Then to cross legs. Easy pose if that's comfortable, just to finish. One more time, bringing our heart, hands, our Anjali Mudra, to our heart, our Anahata Chakra. Drawing them together, holding that light there. Closing it off for now, maybe while we just go and have a shower and get ready for the day. And then it'll be ready and prepared to shine on everybody that needs it. But don't forget to take a little bit of somebody else's light as well to help your energy. You do need help too. We're not all heroines. So thank you everybody or heroes, sorry Gary. Thank you everybody for your practice. And thank you so much for your donation for this series and for helping other people again. Namaste.